Hello, hola, bonjour. Welcome to Your Story Matter podcast. I'm your host, Angie Abreu Olivo, and we are here to inspire sustainability and change by creating with purpose. All right. Hello, beautiful people of Your Story Matter podcast. I'm Angie, your girl. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, as I promised, there is a podcast, and probably might be the last one of this season, of this year. We shall see. I don't know. All I know, I'm so extremely tired, and because I make this promise, I made it to myself. Like, God is telling me to rest and stuff, but then He said, I'm really proud of you. And I don't know, it just felt good to hear, I guess. Today was a hard day, and it's been hard every day, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think you guys are aware of what I'm going to be talking today. If you've been watching my YouTube channel, or you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. But if you haven't, go follow me there. There's some good information there. Well, for some, I know I'm not the there's a lot of people that don't really vibe with me, which is okay. I'm okay with that. It's all right. We'll vibe one day, or maybe in another lifetime, or in the higher realms, or when someone told me that recently, and I was just like, wait, what? There's been a couple people that come like that. They just randomly like, oh, we had a dream about you where you were in our dream, but you were like protecting us, kind of thing. And that confirms also, because it's like when we do wake up from sleeping, some of us are able to remember most of the dreams, but not everybody. But most of the time it's really that. It's like you're going to this amnesia from the transition from spirit to human consciousness, because there's two conscious, right? There's multiple consciousness. I can go on with this, but that's not the point of this message. And let's see if I don't make it too long. But every time I say that, it's just the opposite. Yeah, so before I came here also I just finished posting a lot of videos. I had a lot going on today, and it's been happening like this whenever I have time, whenever I have like this free space. Usually on Record on Wednesday. So when that happens, I'm just like, okay, if there's no call or there's nothing, I could be doing something, and that's what I've been like. I don't know how people can do this these days. Like, how can they live their life as usual? And it literally came out in one of the videos I just posted before here. Go check them out, guys. There's 3 messages specific that Yeshua, for those who resonate with Yeshua, could be Allah for some of y'all, Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus Christ for some. You can't put God in a box. He doesn't have a form. He just is. I am what I am, right? Like, I feel like the right time, the right way that you do this work, that you don't bypass it, that you don't avoid it, the more it's clear conversation. So this is why, if this message just doesn't resonate or doesn't, it is for everybody, for spiritual lessons as well. So you don't repeat the same cycle, as obviously it shows clearly that when you don't heal, the energy repeats itself, because it's just a different spirit and different bodies, okay? So this is why we have to learn these lessons. And it's very hard for a lot of people to understand this. Also respect. Or just lack of integrity. And anyways, there's all those messages as well that I thought that was pretty cool. I felt like I don't know, I just felt really like, I was just like, whoa, like I mean, usually I'm used to him having messages for me, and like I'm so used to that. I'm always on the go that I'm never really like pay attention to like how I do my work or how I do things. And then because of this situation that is happening with Palestine, Congo, Yemen, Sudan, Hawaii, I think it's Afghanistan as well, Pakistan, and then it's just crazy. Like, I don't know how we can go as normal. Oh, let me post something as normal. Let me sell this as normal. Like, for me, was the hardest thing because I was actually doing something that he asked me to do. Command, even, okay? The astrology signs, guys, for the next 3 months is gonna have January for you. And maybe February, okay? And the extended of that, of these messages is so, like, he's so into this, like, revealing, right? But it's just like the last 2 or 3 or 4, like, when I started seeing, like, I haven't been on social media, but I always been because I like to support and like be there, see what's going on. Like, I don't know, maybe because I'm always been in like I know how to use social media, like the energy of people using social media for clout or just for, because I felt like when I started social media, it was to connect, it was to have conversation, build communities, have events, and like really connect with different people part of the world. And actually through this is the way that I can connect. Thank you very well. There you go, confirmation that I can connect with other people in ways that I've never done before. Like, this time is different. Like, this time is more like wait, we have a problem and we know the solution, and we can come together as a community and support each other and support Palestine and build donations and help donations be spread, be able to make sure that whoever gives these donations is actually going to the right places. So talking to people and educating ourselves at the same time, while also working, while also being like, this is why I'm like, oh my God, like, anybody who comes with excuses and saying like, oh, I don't have time and this and that, I'm like, do you want to have my life? Do you want to come as a single mom and see how that happens? And you also have to maintain a business as well, a community at the same time. But also, it's been super, like, I don't want to even talk about myself. Like, I can't even imagine what a mother or people are experiencing at nighttime, because at nighttime they decide to attack them. And the fact that people had the audacity to say that this is made up, that this is the usual thing, you are racist as fuck. You have a racist, nasty spirit, and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Amen. It's nasty. You can't think that way. That's horrendous. I know the people in my podcast who come here, you're not like this. And if you are, go repent, go do what you gotta do. That is a nasty spirit. And the thing is, it turns into jealousy and hate, and then it becomes very dangerous. Obviously, we're seeing it. And it's all about power. It's all about control and money. Okay? Like, do we have a limit? I don't think we do, and that's really a problem. Like, I feel like a lot of people need to build self-control, or I don't know, because this is not right. I don't know. Like, even coming here, it felt odd. And that too, I come here because I also want to take accountability and responsibility, because before I was educating myself, I was saying both sides and stuff like that, and I feel really shitty about that, because I was like, wait, but now if that has changed, that has not been two sides. This is, but it's also not about that either. Okay, please guys, go check my TikTok, my repost energy area. God says an energy, the repost, okay, because he literally comes in, and whenever we see that, I look at the videos, like, I build a relationship with him, with God, Yeshua, Holy Spirit, my angels, my ancestors. This has been since I'm a child, because I don't think you guys understand the hate and the energy of since I'm a kid, that this has always been happening. And I take it as like, okay, I just still love the people. I still forgive them. I just, but again, people pleasing and, But now I live in boundaries. I've been learning a lot, but that's not the point. The point is that everything changed. It's not the same. And then now I'm looking into it like, oh, okay, so it's better to adapt to change. It's better to take accountability and responsibility, which also keeps your integrity, which also keeps you closer to God, because God likes people who have integrity, who have self-control, but also who are not perfect, that you can admit your mistakes, because you're not perfect. He is perfect. He's everything. He's always perfect. Like, he's so perfect. That's why I'm like, why are you even talking to me? I don't get it. But yeah, but he still thinks, he's all love. He's so much love. That's what I'm saying, guys. Like, build a relationship with him, because everybody can be his friend. He can be multiple, like, he's like a superhero. He's our superhero, because he created us. So, and then he sent his son to, make us a little bit better. Actually, way better. But we take that for granted. We're really selfish and greedy. And, yeah. And also kind of ignorant as well. Like, me, honestly, I wasn't this invested on this. Like, I was in the past, but now it's like you cannot, like, it's just weird to continue. It's weird to, and that's why I'm not afraid to admit that, like, I was wrong, it's like, no, you have to, like, even if, like, I knew this was gonna happen, the shadow ban. Yes, guys, I'm shadow banned on YouTube, and all the platforms for sure, because it's just what it is. That's always happened every time we're doing something, or finally get to one of the energy that has been manifesting or praying. Some spiritualists, they will say manifesting, but this, and a lot of people think it's in a utopia world, dystopia, whatever, and I don't believe that. I believe that God is the God of miracles. He created the world in 7 days. What made us think that he cannot do this for us? Like, losing the faith for something that he could do, like literally, like, that fast. It's surprising to me that people believe the BS that is happening in the world, but doesn't believe in God. What's wrong with y'all? Like, today I was thinking, oh my God, like, why? Like, they don't know that you just, not only is he praying, like, he's healing the parents in Palestine, but he also is in the front lines with the photographers, with everyone. And at the same time, like, he showed me, like, he's been quiet lately, honestly, too, which is why I understand, like, no, he's a father. He's taking care of his children. You understand? I have to understand, but also have to have faith and patience that he's taking care of things. He's taking care of the prayers that we're praying. You know what I'm saying? So that's trust. When you have that and he knows that you trust him like that, it's a different vibe. It's a different game. And now he's also healing me of my ego death, of my believing in spoiled brat, okay? People who are fake, okay? When the time and the moment came for them to show up, they all freaking stay silent, y'all. When they were time to show that they're a real prophet, that they're a real empress or high priestess, that they're real people, okay? They fucking stay silent, y'all. And then on top of it all, God asked me, like, write a list. You're gonna forget. I'm telling you. I'm like, what do you mean? And then this morning, oh my God, I've never heard, like, his voice was so stern and so angry. But he was trying to keep it calm, like, calm, like, anyways, those who are parents, you understand, you're trying to keep it, like, cool. Like, he doesn't really, but when he's angry, like, I got scared. I was like, yeah, that's the only thing that would scare me. Yeah, that's it. You ever ask me what I'm scared of? That God. Yeah, These people have the audacity, like, they're testing God right now. And I'm not talking about the
the Israel government, the Zionists, the Zionists believe, those people who believe in this, who think this is the righteous thing to do, this is toxic, psychotic, crazy as fuck. These people are sadists, psychopath, and sociopath. Okay? Also, there's nothing in their bodies. If you look at the videos of this military Israel people, or this guy, this Nayahu, whatever his name is, he's a fucking loser. By the way, he has the spirit of Hitler. He told me that like 3 days ago, and I was like, God, come on. That's not even funny, man. Like, that's weird. He's like, don't believe me? I'm like, no, I believe you. Oh, yes, I believe you. Listen to me. It's the same fucking spirit with a different body. Can you believe this shit? This enemy is so stupid. Like, he tries to be like God, right? But he does it in such a stupid way because he didn't count it. The social media, not only that, he didn't count it that people will be actually convicting and repenting, okay? And going through conviction and saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to go through my conviction and stuff because he told me maybe like a month or 2 months ago to stop watching certain people, to like unsubscribe, just randomly like that. And I was like, wait, but why? Like, what's the, like, just do it. I'm like, come on. Like, they're nice people, you know, like, come on. You know, and yeah, I had to pay for that. And then he showed me through real situations where you should have been talking about this like a long time ago, ceasefire now. Like, I was like, wait, what? Like, he guided me to social media. Like, Angie, I need you to look at your people. Like, remember these people that you were during climate change and things situation, Black Lives Matter, and like all of that? And I was like, but I thought you said to let it go, you know? But then I go back and look into it, and I was like, oh shit, whoa, what? And then that was it. It was like I was sucked into a black hole, and I saw what was really going on, or what has always been going on. Like, I always knew what was going on. Like, look at writersyep.com, okay, the Medium, or my writersyep.com, and go back into the blogs from the past. You will see that all I've been talking about is the exact same thing that is going on right now, that I was literally saying that if we don't do this, this is why it will repeat itself. We are here. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, they're literally showing you why it's important to heal and why it's important to decolonize, while also telling you and banning it and taking the hashtag from decolonization from Twitter, whatever. Thank God I do not use Twitter. I'm so glad that the day that this guy decided to buy Twitter, I quit that shit and I closed my accounts, and I was so happy. There's a video of me doing that. Actually, there's a live. I did a live. So, of me literally cutting that off. And I'm so glad. Now I can amplify everybody else's voices. It's nice. Everybody is worth it. I don't need to be in Twitter. He told me to stay with these ones, but we'll see, because now we're having issues. We do need a new platform, guys. Confirmation. Oh man, I'm so tired. I'm really tired, but we do need a new application where there's no censorship. It's actually community based, and people can express themselves. There's freedom of speech. I mean, I always wanted Writers Yep to be that, to be honest. I just never, every time I will pitch this to people, they will look at me like I'm crazy, right? And now look at that. I'm not so crazy now, am I? But I guess one day, it's just a lot of things make sense. For a lot of you, it's like you're going through this ego death, but also it's like you're so happy that you're going through it, because now you know what's going on. The fog is gone, there's clarity, and now you just like, what can I do with this love? Like, he gives me so much love. Like, how do I just want to put it. So you see, when you have true love in your heart, like the heart that comes from God, from having this relationship and knowing that he does all these things, like he listens to all your prayers. And by the way, be thankful all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be thankful for like just that breath, you know. Be thankful for everything. Like, when you do that, it's like, for him, it's just like, oh wow. Because I don't know if you understand, God is busy. Yeah, so but he's not at the same time. Like, he can be in multiple places at once. But then again, I feel like this is what I feel now. I know, and you guys know it as well. It comes from our heart because he lives within us. So this is not BS that I'm talking. If you understand, you know. But use your spiritual discernment always. Always. I will always say that to you. I'm going to start saying that because I feel like me going to this ego death. Okay, I promise I wouldn't cry. I promise I wouldn't cry. So, yeah, going through this ego death of realizing that all the people that you thought they were like, oh, listening to God, they were related to you, that they will ride with you, that they were vibing with you, that you could build this community with these people, that you can eventually build with them and collaborate and like I don't know how I got lost in this funk. I think if you call it from the new age perspective, which I fucking hate that word. I hate it. Okay. I don't even use that word, but this energy, they distorted it. That new age is the freaking counterfeit of what new earth is. Okay. Please. Please. Okay. Please. Don't leave me get started. Okay. Yeah. So when you go to the ego death, you also, it's like that's the tower moment. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so I went through a tower moment, and my tower moment was, and I'm taking it with the grace, okay, with divine grace and everything, and it's realizing that when the moment time came to show up for others, to be that love thy neighbor as yourself, right? And like they all talk about Jesus and God and all these Christians, all these like people God, how do you call it? Doing the gossiping? God, you're funny. Maybe. I mean, hey, that's what's going on. Like they have more time to shade on other people, talk about other people, give God messages, but they're all kind of distorted and like, anyways, it doesn't matter. The point is that the fact that they can't even show up when God is telling them, like literally, but for them it's like, oh, if we do that, we're following the cloud. You get it? Like defending actual human beings, they think that that's for cloud. I mean, it's not funny. It's actually disgusting. I'm just laughing at their fucking stupidity. They think that this is how brainwashed these people are, how greedy and selfish, or how uneducated they are. They think that by posting about Palestine or defending a human being, a child, that is literally being bombed every single day because you are so fucking privileged that you can't do that. You think it's a fucking trend. You think that is a social media trend. You think the humanity, the human right of a fucking child is a fucking trend. You are pathetic little piece of shit. Sorry, I have to like, I today has been like, oh my God. But that too, I knew it. He took the anger from me and put it for, God is like that, and he told me to disconnect from a lot of people. So there's like a lot of tarot readers, a lot of false prophets, like for real false. Okay. I had to be in my face like that. Like, and what, like, I'm not going to say it, but you guys already know. One of them had the audacity to say that they had a dream about this, okay? And then today he was saying you had the dream as well, and you had the actual dream where you were actually there. So I was actually there. It was kind of like there in a vision, in a dream there. And I saw that, and that's why I was like, I couldn't. It's like, even when I tried to continue, it was like the hardest thing to do because you just can. It's just, you can. And once you see, you can unseen. And that's what he does. That's who he is. He reveals to redeem. Now, I'm not going to accept though. And I think you should, I don't know, go talk to God, because I just had that conversation with him and I told him that I'm not going to have that energy of the not the not forgiving and not forgetting. You have to be careful with that. That's usually Jezebel's trying to interfere into this work. Okay, so be careful with that, with anybody doing that, because he called me, like, I saw videos like that and I was like getting some type of way, but then I was like, wait, but that's not in my heart. So you have to be careful what you watch. That's what he's saying. Like, be careful what you watch, like who you're watching, who you're listening, and blah blah blah. Even myself, like, use discernment. Like, yeah, come on. I mean, I like to keep, that's my frequency though: truth, justice, and clarity, right? But even myself, I'm human. I can make mistakes. I'm not like this perfect being and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez, and I'm glad I'm not, because thank God we have a God. Like, I'm nobody's like God. That's weird. Like, no, don't idolize me, okay? Because that's a very, very high pedestal to maintain and also to withhold. And I don't want that. I'm a normal person, okay? I just have abilities and yeah, very intense past life, okay? So, and that's it. Just inner wisdom that he uncovers every time. I feel like an onion sometimes, you know? But you see, onions also have rough edges and dry edges and and yeah, I started crying before too, because he was telling me like, hey Angie, don't forget that the people in Palestine, they listen to you. I'm like, wait, what? And I started crying because I was like, why would they look at me like I'm a nobody? He's like, really? You really think that? I was like, but why? Like, I don't know. I always felt that you are somebody when you have the material stuff, the money, the cars, the big houses, everything, all your bills paid and not worry about bills. And I don't know, I just felt like if you had that, then that means you are someone or important or someone people admire, I don't know, influence or something. So, yeah, not yet, I guess. I live very humble and I don't really care about material stuff. That's not my thing. And he knows that too. Like, he knows that I don't really care about brands. I never have. I always saw through them, like, just BS and bullshit. And this is why I also want to have to focus on my own brand as well, to be as truthful and integrity and honest as I can be. And it has always been a struggle ever since, but I see why, because again, he gave me that message today and I know that message was also for me, about something that's long lasting doesn't come easy, right? And then something that comes easy doesn't last long. And I was like, okay, I think I've heard this before, but not the way that he kind of cleared it out for me, as if the scale must be balanced. And then he kept saying justice, 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 justice. And I was like, okay. So, yeah. It makes sense. So for a lot of us, like, we can't really continue. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like hard to do anything. Like, even to be a mother, to be like, it's really hard because we've seen the videos and we also know, like, we feel it. Like, we don't have to see the videos. Like, the videos just to confirm to us, like, what Motaz and Bisan is doing. Like, you guys have to go check out one of my posts, and either in the community board or IG, and look into it. There's people that you should follow, okay? Go follow them, go support them, go give them all the love, go donate if you can. Make sure that you're donating in any of the pages of donations in my, if you see in my IG on the profile, it's there, okay? If you can. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know how people can be silenced during this time. Like, it is like, for me, that was such a big slap in the face. Like, I felt slapped, y'all. Like, I don't know, for some of y'all, like, and then that too is like, everybody's acting like nothing is happening. Like, oh, it's love and light, and it's, and I was just like, wait, but I was doing that too, you know, and that too. But it's like, wait, how long was I doing it though? And I know that when October 7th happened, that's when I started like, wait. So I went back and I look at my videos, how the views and decreasing was decreasing, because I will mention something. I will say something about it. I will talk about, like, you know how I usually in my videos, guys, if you've been following me for a long time, okay, my YouTube babes, yes, hi. You know that I like to talk real talk, and then I go into readings or I go into any messages. So I haven't done those, but I've been talking about in between the readings and stuff like that. So I guess that's also when that started. I was like, wait, and then I started posting, and then I started being on social media more. But now it's more like precise, because now he's like now it's different. Like my social media before, when I was doing climate activism and for environment and stuff like that, for climate change and stuff, when that they started to hold a trend, but before that it wasn't a trend. So I was in that beginning stages when it wasn't a trend, okay, and I got attacked like massive, okay. Like seriously, like I remember my first video he's showing me when I went to Samana, and I tried to do videos about, you know, how it's not properly maintained or things like that. Like I started like really small, like it wasn't like a big deal, and I did my own editing and stuff like that, and like I posted it, and that was, you know, like, oh my god, like I don't know, it was just weird. And then that's where the ideas also, like Writer Siep is his idea. This platform that you're listening to me, okay, you're starting about a podcast, that's his. My blog, my Angie blog community, energy on the YouTube channel, that's his. So I just feel bad if you're listening, okay? Whoever is paying you to block it, whoever is telling you to block it, to ban it, to shadow ban it, to report it, or to give bad reviews or something like that, when like I'm not attacking you. I'm not your enemy, okay? You don't know me, I don't know you, okay? One day, perhaps, maybe one day we will, but probably not. So you're going out of your way, out of your own lane, out of your own purpose, out of your own situation in your life, whatever you're going through, and then you come and do these things, like that has consequences, right? Right? Let's keep it real. Especially when you're actually really listening and are listening, that I'm telling you that I'm connected with the Most High, our Creator, right? So I feel bad for you, and I'll pray for you, okay? Yeah. Now, the other thing that I wanted to, the actual message that he wanted me to come here, but I haven't talked about it. Okay, so please, whoever is listening, if the Palestinian as well is listening, I love you guys. I don't know if you can hear, but those who can hear, who are not in Palestine right now, but you're in Palestine, you are Palestine in the heart, right? And for a lot of us, we became Palestinian, I guess, during this time. Like, I don't know. I just feel different. Like something in me inside died with those children, and I cannot turn it off anymore. It's like the cries of the mothers, the cries of the victims of, it's like fuel, you know, and I'm turning all of that into love, and then I'm giving it to God, and I keep telling him, like, do a new seed, do something different, surprise us, we love you, come back. Like, I don't understand this energy that is still going on. Like, nobody has. And it also shows us too, it's like we are being tested. Our faith is being tested. How much do we believe? And also he's doing it like it's epic. Like in his birthday. It's his birthday soon. Yeshua, 25th. Yeah.
I'm learning also that I did not know actually. And that's why I thought that when you do the decolonization and are still healing, there's a lot of mistakes, there's a lot of imperfection. You're going to fail a lot, okay? So that's part of the process. And also it's a long going healing. It's a different healing. It's a different ego death. But this ego death is collective one for sure. Especially like a lot of us, we kill the religious spirit. Like it's literally like ashes right now, right? But that's ordained, like that's his energy. And the thing is, the saddest thing is that most people think it's about materialistic things, about brand, it's about big houses, big cars, and having this so much fortune and money and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that. So all these Christians and Catholics and prophets and all these people with ministry, all are based on like money, and if you do this, if you do that, you'll get this and that, or them building like products and stuff like that. Like I'm not gonna lie, I have my own, like that's what I was like, I have a brand and stuff, but I'm not like, it depends of how you're building it out of, or when, like that's why I'm like, wait, like for example, I think I don't know what was it, but I did open let me see. But also, you have to be obedient. Like when God tells you something, but that's the thing. He tells you something and then he expects you to do it in a certain matter in his divine timing, right? But once even, let's say if you do it earlier and then he asks you to wait, you have to be able to hear and be patient. Like not all the messages of content or book or anything is meant to be put out there. Like right now, obviously, like the plans are different now. Like it's different now. Like it's not like, even with the energies of tarot as well, like me and him are doing it together now because I don't want to go into tarot as the energies like this. So right now, the people who are doing tarot during this time also, they're not listening to God. They're not listening to spirit. Like they're not there. That's the scary part too. And it's not scary. I'm not scared. It's just that the real energy, when you're in that truth energy, right, the truth, justice, and clarity, it's not going to be what you want to hear, it's what you need to hear, right? So when I tap into this energy about, like love or anything like that, it's very distorted, and then it comes through the fact that the energy is very heightened of what's going on in the world. Like what's the genocide that is happening in the world, it's affecting everyone. So even those who said they're not affected by it, that they're not, it's impossible. You're a fucking liar. You're watching the videos, you're seeing it. And also that, you don't need that. You said this is for the people that do meditation, right? That you do a meditation retreat, you do all this coaching and therapy, whatever the fuck, spiritual fucking shit. You're gonna tell me and when you're doing this 1 hour, 45-minute meditation, that you're not feeling the energy of the mothers, that you're not feeling the energy of the babies, right? And you don't need to watch it on social media. That's the thing. The energy was felt on September 7th, but it was felt before. But it was silent. It was like really quiet, right? But then October 7th was loud as fuck. It's been like that forever. So this is how you know who is a real G and who is not. Who is someone who continue business or whatever the fuck as usual. Their little blogs, their little fucking foodie, their little fucking, I don't know what the hell. Instead of protesting, using their platform to help the Palestinians, to help us do this. No, you know what they're expecting? They're expecting for us, this is exactly what I'm saying. Capitalism sucks. These people that we're trying to tell them that they should use their large ass fucking platforms to help us, to help those already doing the work for us and to amplify it. You know what they're waiting for? They're waiting for us to do all the work. Then all this is done. And then now they can come in and take credit for it. They can come in and take the content or say about it and take credit that they did something. Isn't that some Colleonism for you?
Do you see why we have to decolonize? This is why he removed me from their energy, because when all this is done and Palestine is free, because it will, and so is Sudan, and so is Congo, and so is Hawaii, and so is Puerto Rico, and so is fucking Yemen, y'all. Do you know that Yemen was the only one that helped Palestinians during this time? Like, they're real G's. Like, real, for real. Like, they gave up their fucking food, their boat, and they decided to use that boat and block Israel fucking guns and bombs and shit. Okay? That's a real G. That's Christ consciousness right there. No, you all think it's Israel. Oh, it says it on the Bible. Listen, and then now the gaslighting, my God, and the acting like a victim or blaming other people. Oh, you have something against me. Now, like, they're that delusional. These people are believing their own fucking lies, yo. They're psychotic. And they're like leaders of freaking governments and stuff. We're not that behind, Canada and USA. You are even fucking worse. I just saw my story and stuff that apparently top of my listeners are Canadians. I appreciate your listening. I hope you're learning something, and I hope you please fucking tell your representative, call them and say ceasefire, coño, and free Palestine, carajo, okay? Like, for real, y'all. And also, you know, we need to boycott. There's a lot of boycotting to do. Oh, yeah. This is the one you guys are dreading, right? This is the one where like, oh, wait, but we have partners. Oh, but this one is paying us. Oh, but wait, this one's sponsoring us. Oh, but that's how they get you, with money. That's why you're easily manipulated. You don't have, like, a lot of y'all, your codependency to money is disgusting. Yeah, I said it. And you know God will say the same thing. You know it. I don't need to be telling you. I'm not your judge. I'm not your God. But the message is very clear. You're codependent to money. But that's the culture. That's the programming. That's the matrix energy. That's the illusion. Money is a fucking illusion. You're doing wars and killing children for an illusion? Look how sad you sound. Wake up. It's pathetic. Now, for a lot of you, I know, I get it. A lot of people are like, it's too late. Like, you're seeing these people for who they are. I know, I've been doing today as well. Every time I have a chance, I just unfollow a lot of celebrities and influencers that I used to admire, that I see them, their pages is fucking empty or it's fucking bullshit or blah, blah, blah. Well, there's that's why I was like, fuck, like, this is harsh. Especially people that you thought that you could rock with, that you can like, oh my God, this is great. No, man, it's like a fucking slap in the face. Like, oh. But that's it. Like, you say that you're ready. Oh, you're ready. Oh, you're being obedient. Good job. Whenever, like, I removed the list and I was like, oh, man. Like, yeah, just cutting people cut dry turkey. Like, just cut it off. But we understand the energy, right? We understand when it's toxic, when it's like not productive, when it's like leeching energy, when it's like, yeah. It's just sad. Like, and then you see yourself, you're like, wait, I admire that person. Wait, why did I follow them again? Wait, you know? Like, me finding out, also, like, I was like, you know what? I forgive them. Like, God, maybe, you know, they were going through something at the time. Maybe. I don't know. I always find excuses for these. I should not do that. We should not do that. That. No, I have a forgiving heart. And yeah. Definitely need to have boundaries. But yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like, I let myself get in the energy of like, oh, well, you know, but that's the thing, they're also be teaching me like the Jewish people, because real Jewish people are not okay with what's going on. Okay, so remember that we are anti-Zionist. These people who are doing this in Israel and they're doing this stuff in Congo, these are Zionists. Okay, we are anti-Zionist. We are man. just freedom and peace, okay? We are not free until everybody's free. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. I don't want to label things because everything that is labeled is like the counterfeit goes and turn it into a freaking frit show and circus and then everybody's invited to the circus. But there's the lie there's the truth through the lies, you know? It's confusing my words, man. What I'm trying to say is that you cannot build a holy land with mass graves and children killed and the way the trauma, like, do you know the trauma that is in this land right now? I don't know if you understand, for us empath, how the energy is felt. This is how you know when you're a real empath, when you're a real one. Like, this is not even like, I can't even make you guys understand. Like, I can't even express it with words what this feels like. It feels like a fucking burn hard. Like, it just burns so much, and like, but you're not burning, you know? It's, and then this pain is excruciating, like. And then that too, all the things that I was like, oh my God, I have to be careful because I am not going through that. You know, how can I make it better? How can I heal? Like, I am a healer. So I cannot turn it off, especially when times like this. I can't just silence it. I can't just censor it. It's not possible to dim my light to make others comfortable with your fucking filth and your guilt and your shame and the disgusting thoughts that you have, okay? That is not my problem. That's your problem. And I'm tired of taking other people's shit, okay? So please keep your shit, and I'll keep my shit, and I'm gonna continue going to the right side of history, and I'll see you then. But if you're not there, well, oh well, we try to help you, and you decided to do your own fucking thing, so good luck with everything. We love you, and yes, continue what you're doing on your merry way, right? Now, those who want to be on the right side of history, I need you. We need you. Palestine needs you. Congo needs you. Sudan needs you. Yemen needs you, okay? We need to do this, okay? We need to show them that the platforms that God gave us, okay? Because these people don't own the platforms, okay? The AI is not stronger than us. And I repeat, AI is not stronger than God. AI is not bigger than God. I'm going to do this in video as well because God has told me some weird ass energy that we're being spied. I mean, it has been happening forever, but when God comes and confirms, I'm like, God, like, I thought that was conspiracy theory. No, it wasn't. Of course it wasn't. So now we have to act in ways and confuse in ways or talk in ways or try to talk in codes. I don't know what the hell we're going to do, but this AI bullshit is doing the dirty fucking work of this Israel people. Like, these people are just watching this bomb, these things made with super high-tech technology. Like, I see it. Like, when I go to sleep, I see this fucking stuff. Okay? It's like, I know we shouldn't say, oh, astral traveling, that's demonic. Oh my God, that is horrendous and blah, blah, blah. No, it's demonic for people who cannot do it and try to do it. Amen? Don't put God in a box. God can do anything. He can choose whoever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. I'm just telling you what I know what to say from experience. But you don't have to believe it or take it. It's not my problem. I'm just going to continue speaking my truth, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's true or not. I know it's true because it's going to resonate with the right people. That's why we built a lot of people through here. We have saved a lot of souls that are back into the beautiful human soul family tree. And they're doing their merry work. They're doing their work. And they just come here for confirmation and some strengthening of their spirit and some spiritual food. And they go in their merry way. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy to serve you spiritual food, spiritual news, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual awakening, whatever situation. That's what healing does. Healing does not work without the truth. It just doesn't. It cannot. It's impossible. He made it like that. You can try to oppress it, repress it, censor, whatever you want to do, but you just, you're not stronger than God. Nobody is. We're not perfect. He is. he or she, whatever you guys want to call it. Like some people is a she, so other people say he. Hey, he doesn't really have a gender, but whatever makes you feel comfortable in your own delusional mind, or wherever in your frequency and the dimension that you're at, because everybody is in different frequencies and dimension at this point. The spiritual realm has glitches, okay, has timelines, different now. It's different now. It's not what you think. So instead of being aggressive or violent or angry or hateful about new information, about changing, about doing the right thing for another person for once in your fucking life, okay? How about you look at it from a different perspective and start educating yourself and learning so you don't look fucking stupid on fucking media? Sorry, but I can't. Like, it's like, oh, I swear, I want to stop swearing. Why? But I just get so passionate about this because I'm just like, oh, come on. Really? You really don't have time for this? You really, all you want to talk about is your products and your business? How? Where do you get this energy from? Oh, wait, you not doing the work. The work that we are doing, that everyone who really gives a fuck is doing. Sorry, God. Oh. Sorry, guys. I apologize. I don't want to swear. I'm just like this anger. It has to go somewhere. This is why I talk to him. Okay, before I come here, before I do anything, I have to talk to him because I have rage, anger. That I don't put it on people, I put it to myself, and that's not good. It's not healthy, okay? So, I'm really, really harsh on myself, okay? And this past few months, I've been not only hard on myself, but also hard on the fact that, like, I wish I could do more. I wish I could, I don't know, I just wish I could, like, take all this pain away, like how do we do that? Like, and that's why I feel like we got even closer to the past 2 months. So a lot of you, if you feel closer to God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, and like, or your angels or ancestors, I'm no judgment, man. Like, there's only one God. He just loves to diversify himself. He loves to be in different places at once. Like, that's his thing. You can't put him in a box. Just like the system try to put us in a box, our creativity, our wisdom, that we already come when we are children, okay? FYI, that's what they're attacking children, right? It's literally in your face. It's clearly in your face, this situation. Like, he's fucking up. You get it? The enemy is fucking up. He's actually helping God to wake us up right now by using other people, and these people are doing exactly what he's offering, and they're doing it. Even people who say they talk to God, y'all, that's even the hard for me. I was like, wait, but I thought they say they still talk. Wait, what? He's like, I'm no longer talking to them. I've never been doing that. I stopped when they did this and this and that, and I'm not gonna say that because I'm just gonna keep, like, God trusts me. And I trust him, right? We don't tell each other, we don't tell other people's shit, Even when I get messages, I still wait for his confirmation to give discernment, so I don't say everything. Sometimes I make mistakes, sometimes I say too much, or sometimes I don't say at all. But I rather wait instead of, like, that instant gratification of, like, oh, I did this. Like, like that thing. Yeah, that one. Yeah, or the constant, like, now he showed me today, like, there is an energy of trying to block. There's a silence energy, there's a different censorship energy, and I was like, whoa, what do you mean? Because I'm already seeing the one that is literally clearly in my face. Like, you see when I posted videos, the views are nothing. It's just you know when you're shadow banned, okay? And you just know. And then not only getting confirmation from God, but also, like, he said that there are people right now that creating extra content, even saying about him, but he never give them any messages. And then it was just to silence you, because they know that as them creating more content, right? As they create more content, the more they're able to silence your voice, your videos, and they know this. They're counting on this. Right? But they say they are of God. They say they are spiritual. They say they are prophets. They say they are tarot and high priestess and all blah, blah, blah. No, they are doing stuff to quiet you down, because they know that if they decide to help you out, especially when it's a humanitarian crisis, for Christ's sakes, they don't help you. They know that they're going to go above them, because they know their algorithm is going to favor them, because they already have the views. Do you understand? So not only it's like, I'm like, wait, God, so it's not like out of innocent, out of their heart, like they're creating this type of content or this type of thing while this is happening. He's like, yes, everyone knows, everyone can see. So that realization that disappointment is what broke my heart in pieces, right? But then he's been healing that just as usual, and I've been crying like nonstop. And then today, the other realization was that, man, I didn't know I had to break up with people that I haven't even met, and or even like I haven't talked in a while, or like, just stopped talking. Then like, it was like weird. He was showing me how there's people also that have done stuff to the videos as well, or has has created the energy of being shadow banned, right? Because for that you need to do some type of action, and it's not like, so that's why I was like, okay, but it doesn't really, it's like they think it's not shown, but it is shown, right? So at least for me, when he showed me, and I was like, okay, I see. That was the final straw for me. That was the way for me to just like, okay, I forgive, but I won't forget the lesson, but I will forget this pain, this energy, at least for the fact, and that's why he activated that energy in my mind, because I'm able to keep it as a memory of those who didn't do anything when it was time to show up, right? Like, I was expecting people who always talk about like spiritual warfare, or that how they deal with spiritual warfare, or how that, and then they only talk about the spirit. But this is why there's a disconnect. And this is how I know they haven't done the decolonization. Because when you do the decolonization, you are with Gaia. You are with one. You are with everyone. You feel everything. You feel everyone. You cannot be doing this. You cannot be business as usual. It's children? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right? And not just women being what? For my phone? Children being used as, wait, what? How long? When? Where? Are we left asleep? Like, how does this happen? What is this fog? What's going on in our mind? Is that someone trying to block our intuition? Like, what is this? How? What the heck? But you see, it's not for our own understanding. All we need to understand, follow God, do what you got to do, defend people, be empathetic, okay? Mind your own business, do your own purpose, but also connect with other people like-minded as yourself, and continue to help each other. This type of work, we're gonna need everyone, right? But we can't just go forward, because we have this common enemy that is invisible, that we cannot see it, right? Because it's a coward, right? But it uses other people, so you could see it. You could see it on other people. Like, a lot of you, when you go through the real decolonization, or you're halfway there, you're gonna see not only your own religious spirit, which is fucking demonic, leaving, but then you kind of see it on other people. And this is also where your compassion and understanding, understanding comes in, because you knew that you had it too. You knew that you were there too. And then you're not gonna judge them. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know. You don't get triggered by anything, you know what I'm saying? But also, not only that, like, you don't ignore what's going on in the world, so that you can be all your love and light and build your own castle and your own kingdom and I don't know what the hell, your own community. But your community is based on like what? On ego-based let me feel your own ego, spiritual ego, and like fuck everyone else, individualism kind of energy, and like let me do some astrology. That's why I was like, God, I'm doing astrology, but all this, and like you see it, like if you look at Scorpio on the TikTok, because on that video I said free Palestine and ceasefire, they put 0 on the TikTok. There was 0 views for like a day. I don't know if it's a change, but I saw that it's been like, that has never, I'm like, wow, these people. And then on YouTube as well, I noticed a video hasn't been doing as well. So I was like, wow. So they have been using what I like, what you taught me, what I love to do with astrology. And like, if I don't talk, like you see it, like when you follow the trend, their trend, right? The trend where you're talking about anything other than what's going on in the world, they're gonna side with that. The algorithm is gonna side with that. Other people is gonna side with that. And that's about it. They need to have that ignorance fed. They need that ego to be fed. And if it's not fed, they're gonna be some type of way. So I felt like I just broke the chain as well of that energy vampire sucking of which exactly what I didn't want. I didn't want astrology to be like that. I didn't want my intuitive messages and my teachings and stuff like that to be like some form of like ego based and let me feed your delusional energy. Like that wasn't meant for that. Like that's I didn't sign up for that. I was like, wait the hell, I didn't sign up for that. When did I say that the moment that I decided to show my gifts and my talents that I was going to be part of that energy, spiritual community that doesn't give a fuck about people? What? What kind of spirituality is this? Oh, let me do tarot reading for you while there's a genocide? Let me do a personal reading for you while there's a genocide? What the fuck? Like, what? Like today he showed me this and I was like, God, wait, what? People really think this way. Like, I took a picture because I was like, God, wait, what? Where is it? I'm not going to out anybody here, but I was just like, wait, what? They for real? Okay. Like, people are thinking that us doing this type of work, that we are low vibration, that we're low energy, that we're too 3D. But we are the fucking people. They're teaching them that if they don't do this work, which is 3D, 4D, 5D above them, because their ego is so up there, y'all, because it's their platforms. Like they think, oh my God, like I don't give a fuck about this, like for real. Anyways, today he was like, my energy is a luxury. We are not giving it out for free this year, period. And I was like, so if people have time to post that one post like that, and they can post about Palestine, that tells you everything, right? Because this type of work, the Palestinian that we're doing, that funding humanitarian work, it is free. But it's free for the physical, but then the spirit is actually paid in full. FYI, amen, hallelujah. Glory be to God. They still don't get it, but they think they're so high almighty that they know everything. These are people also there are very good with business. They're very good with manifestation and the law of attraction and all this fucking bullshit kakalaka that I just thought that I was like, wait, I was into this? Like, wait, what? No. Sorry to burst your bubble, people, but this type of work that I do here and in my platforms, any tarot reading that I do or any card reading, it's energy. We are reading truthful clarity and justice. So if you're not in this energy, then I'm not for you. This is why I'm just getting channel messages, because tapping into this energy it's not healthy. Also, you're prone to listen. You have to look at, I mean, you could do it like I do it with him, but he shows me how there's multiple voices. There is the voices of the spirit. There's the voices of, like, it's just a lot. Maybe because I am a psychic medium and I can feel this death energy. Like the death is an energy, is felt, it's spread. You can't deny this. It's like, you know, when you wipe out a bunch of trees and stuff like that, like the energy, the air stays for months. At least that's how I feel it. So I use discernment in my cards, but also seeing that there is the energy of people enjoying this type of this. Apparently, this is entertainment for them. You're a disgusting motherfucker, aren't you? Like, there's that energy, and then there's the other energy of like, there's the love, there's the energy, but there's like the love that needs to go through their healing, that they have to go through a karmic lesson as well. So right now, these people are just feeding people's like divine feminine, at least if they're not awakened really, or they're not real, for real. They're just feeding your spiritual ego. Like, this is what these readings are doing, because right now, the divine masculine, the real ones, are not doing this. Like, they are like healing. They're working on themselves. They're breaking up. They're going through divorce. They're like, they're not like, they're thinking about you, they're focused on you, but right now it's like a lot going on in the world, and a lot of money situation problems, and like it's nice to look at this stuff, but these people need to have a balance. Like, there's also shit going on. Like, for a lot of real divine masculine, your divine masculine, it's in the field, FY, which is why he's telling you for nights now, for months, to pray for your husband, or if he's your future husband, or whatever. Okay. And let's hope they're not in the side of Israel, okay? Let's hope not. Because, God, glory be to God. These people have no idea the type of karma and the toxic karma that they have accumulated only on the past 2 months, y'all. That's enough for lifetimes. Like, what? In one day we accumulate, like, karma. Like, if you do something in a day or something, and it's something like, in one day, that is literally maybe 1 or 2 lifetimes of that karma, okay? Can you imagine these people and this every single day for the past 3 months now? What is it? We're in the 75 years plus these days, okay? So, yeah, I do not wish to be, no, I do not. Just keep saying you're anti-Zionist, okay? Religion is here to just separate us and break us. And I think Jewish people better find another name. Okay? I don't think Israel is the right name that you want to use. I feel like it's been cursed enough. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I don't want to name my state, or if I get a new land. Because I don't know. Like, some Jews, like, I learned so much from them because they're not okay with this shit. They're the one, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I can't. But also that too, I'm sorry that I said, because even the Jews saying, like, but it's not right though. Like, it's true. We have more ammunition. And they feel disgusted. Just like I feel disgusted for living in Canada. A lot of you who live in the state, you feel disgusted living in the fucking states, right? Because they're using your tax monies for this fucking bullshit that you are not okay with. You see how fucked up capitalism is? And we still want to stay here? Are you kidding me? Stop it. Stop it. No, we can't. We cannot, okay? It's not sustainable. It's not consciousness, and it's not Christ consciousness. It's not rooted in love, okay? Everything that we do is in love. But also that too is like a lot of people are in that love and light, and everything is love and everything is blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, everything is love and light when we are not having these fucking demonic psychopath people. Like, we have to hold these people accountable for their war crimes. Are you kidding me? No, you guys are too comfortable in your fucking filth and your disgusting greed and your nasty, disgusting self-loathing and miserable, obviously, because only miserable people actually allowed and still think, oh, I don't want to post this because I don't know, it's too complicated. I don't want to, like, what the fuck? Like, please, like, listen to yourself, y'all. I don't know, man. Like, my energy is like, it's just different now. Like, that's why even like doing this podcast, it makes me feel, but also he kept saying, like, they listen to you, they get encouraged from you and stuff like that. And I thought that was like, oh man, that really, like, wow. And I received confirmation and stuff, like comments and saying like, hey, like, thank you so much. Like, like, it's nice to see real people that come out too. Like, damn, this is crazy. Like, But that too, we will never forget that energy, right? We will never forget what this government decided to do for money and oil and bullshit, and also mass, like literally ethnic cleansing. Because also that too, a lot of people are not doing anything because they're fucking racist. That too, he gave me that to yesterday was there's the energy of being racist of their own people. I was like, oh yeah, I believe that. I mean, Dominican and Haitians, they're live in the same island, but they can't live with each other. Like they have something against each other. It's like since I'm a kid, I always thought that was just like, this is so stupid. It's so stupid. Like it is stupid. Like you are, like if something happens to the whole island, like you're all going down, right? So you're not gonna help each other because why? Because you're a little bit lighter than me, and the other one is like, what? Ugh. It's so sad. 12:12 on the clock right now, and I'm so tired. Woo! Anyways, enough about me. Let's read the message. So yeah, he said podcast and a video. I did that. Okay. Actually, maybe do the video like 3 to 4 days ago. And then he's like, just leave it there. Okay. So it says, to explain to you guys why the gaslighting, the victim mentality, or blame and shame those speaking the truth, okay? So I pretty much been telling that the whole thing. If not, go check out my YouTube channel. I do have some writing I want to do. I've been wanting to write because this energy is just, it needs to be alchemized, okay? It needs to be in the meantime, but for now we need permanent ceasefire, okay? I need you guys to put that pressure out there. I don't give a shit about your ego. I don't care about your pride. I don't care about what you got going on. Please do so. Every voice matter, okay? If you're a fan of Your Story Matters, I love you. Please use your platform and share whatever you got. If you don't have anything, you don't have anybody you're following, go check out my Instagram, go check out my TikTok, go look at my reposts, go look out what I post over there, or always check the stories. I'm always putting stuff in the stories. It's just what it is, okay? If you need any of that, make sure that you're putting the credit where it needs to be, okay? Or tag them on it, okay? But just amplify the voice. But it's not just that. Call your representatives. Call your government, okay? A lot of y'all, it doesn't take long. It doesn't, okay? Sending an email doesn't take long. Just like you send an email for your brand. You build brands. You write about your blogs and stuff like that. It doesn't take long. It doesn't. It's your priority. It's your actions that says that everything, okay? And I don't care. Your excuses does not valid no more. It's been 2 months and like this is enough. We cannot continue this. We cannot allow this. We have control. We, the people. And we're forgetting that. We're allowing them to forget that. We're allowing other people to also convince us and gaslight us and victimize us for telling the truth and for calling them out. We're calling you out. Okay? So this is what the energy is like. Oh, we're not allowed to call them out. Why? Because what? You're making money for these apps and stuff like that? That's it. That's all you care about, money, right? Okay. We'll see you in the day of judgment, right? We'll see that energy and see how that goes, right? I mean, we're nobody's gods, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So yeah, guys, read Psalm 34 and Psalm 91, okay? Every night or every morning. I will suggest every night because the energy is insane, okay? Okay, so he says this is a form of reverse psychology, okay? You do not need a degree to know this. Not healing trauma does not excuse toxic muttering and genocide behavior. There's a serious consequence for this. These people are not children, and killing children and calling it war is demonic, and there is no excuses. Israel and its support are avoiding being held accountable and responsible for their heinous crimes. Spirit said is the same spirit as Hitler, because this is not about flesh. This is a spiritual war, okay? So a lot of prayers, okay? This is a time to do that. Like, show what you got, okay? And when you don't know how to pray, talk to the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is our guide. It's kind of like I don't know how you call it. You guys call Siri, right? Well, in the spiritual realm, it's Holy Spirit, okay? Yeah, and you can never replace that with a fucking phone or any of this stupid technology. And as you know what I'm saying? Okay? Don't confuse that. A lot of y'all, you're human having a spiritual energy here. You're not off here. Some of you, you're here, but you're not here, really, right? Or you're not off here, right? But you are in this human form. Please understand. You need to understand that everybody is different journey. Everybody has a different. This is why when you do the colonization, you lose that spirit of jealousy, of envy, comparison, competition. That is toxic as fuck. I'm telling you. I didn't even know that I was competing. Like, I was like, God, but I'm not competing. Like, these people, this is why I felt that energy. But I was like, but I'm not competing with these people. I admire them. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm loyal to them. Like, he keeps telling me, like, but you're loyal to the wrong people. So they were in competition with me. And I didn't know I was in the competition. I didn't even know I was racing. Like, I didn't know I was in the race, you know? So this is me getting off the race, okay? This is me cutting off the change and rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Anything toxic or evil, I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Amen. I'm just going to go to the path where Yeshua wants to take me. Has always been taking me, actually. That's why I was like, okay. You know, I feel this relief, like, wait, thought I was, you know, and he's like, no, you're good. Just, that's why you were trained in the climate activism. That's why you were really bullied and hated a lot during that time. And remember how I got you out of there? Yeah. Oh yeah, he did. Because at one point, then it started getting trendy, right? The sustainability, and then they started hating it afterwards. And I was like, wait, but I thought we were together. I thought we were in this, you know? And then COVID started, and then everyone is like super into like, oh, yo, man, that energy was crazy. And now it's beautiful. It's still going. Greta's still pushing it, and other people too, because we're supposed to. We're like, we cannot have it. And that too, guys, there's no justice, climate justice without, you know, environmental justice, or without all justice. Like, this is affecting, by the way, the wars that is happening in Gaza. This bombs and stuff, they're bringing so much fucking pollution. You don't even know. Like, we're supposed to maintain a specific temperature for the climate change, you know, so it doesn't affect us. So these people are also doing it. It's like they're doing it on purpose too, like to piss us off. So it's also for climate activists too. Like, it's kind of like I'm gonna do what I want. It's like a spoiled brat, like a little fucking bitch ass, small dick. Yeah. This is small dick energy. This is why, like, we need women who are leaders, because this is pathetic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me look. And that too, like, don't you notice that the bombs and stuff like that, they look like penises, right? So for them, it's like, oh, explosion. Like, this is how they think. This is what I catch up in the readings as well, in the tower reading. And I'm like, ew, this is disgusting. So this also is they're trying to cover stuff on the ground. If I get going, you guys will be traumatized. But yeah, it's shown on tarot. The real tarot readings, okay? The real tarot reading shows you the real energy. And it's very clear. That's why I'm like, I can't put this on YouTube. I can't talk about this and this. You cannot. And when I try to do love readings and stuff like that, it's even more like this person, whoever this divine masculine, they need this separation. This separation is fucking needed. Okay? And this divine feminine needs to mind her own business, and it needs to be doing her purpose, and needs to be focusing on God and her purpose, which most of the time, this purpose is humanitarian work. Right now, divine feminine is supposed to be a humanitarian. This is the season. But a lot of people are missing the boat. So the ark has been built, okay? And only a few people are going into that boat, right? Some of y'all, you're going into that boat. Others of y'all, you're listening. You're not, because you decided to use the other side. You decided to choose vanity, greed, and Satan himself, right? You decided to do wicked ass stuff, right? Instead of actually helping those in need, right? Well, good luck with that. Good luck. For real. So, yeah. I think that's what I have for y'all. Yep. Because maybe some healing oracle or something, because I just want to like pray, and I'm always praying for Gaza and Palestine, Congo, and like that's a constant prayer now. Like we have to like send them protection. If you're feeling some type of grief, that's who you have to go through the grief. You have to go through with them. Okay, that's how you feel it. If you're trying to avoid it or bypass it or suppress it, you're not gonna feel them. You're not gonna understand, and you're not going to understand. Heal as well, because as they heal, you healing too. You know, as you sending them in healing, you're healing. Do you understand? It's a reciprocal energy. It's an exchange. It's a spiritual exchange. You know, why would you send them that energy? Because you are not living what they're living. You're not going through what they're going through. You don't know what it means to literally have no food for days, have no water, be in constant stress and anxiety and stuff like that. Like fucking stress kills, man. Can you imagine being bombed every single day? Are you kidding me? And then also, like, that's what I was saying today. We saw Mortas, like, he was looking at people, his family being, and also he had to document it. That's crazy. What? These people, these journalists are not only documented, but they're also watching their families die. They're like, what? Picking up their body parts? No. Children part? Like, what? And a couple months ago, there were doctors doing like operations on children and fixing bones and stuff like that without anesthesia. What? No, man. What kind of barbaric? I never say that, but okay, barbaric, sadistic energy is this? It's disgusting. Ugh. And I for real don't want to end the year like this, you know? But it is, yeah. Until ceasefire, free Palestine. No, it's just, we cannot, you know, and also thinking like, maybe that's what people think. Like, I'm too empathetic. I feel too much. I'm too super extra sensitive. Yes, I am. I can't turn it off. It doesn't turn off. Okay? Once it's on, okay? This is why I'm used to this, like people rejecting and disappearing and leaving and stuff like that, not really understanding me and right away judging without really knowing what I'm like, you know? That's why I'm used to it right now. This is why also God gave me this discernment, so that I have compassion for the people who actually treat me in a very horrendous way. Yeah. So, compassionate hearts need to have boundaries, okay? Need to learn, and you need to, unfortunately, go through really fucking sucking shit and then try to recover and heal. And the only one who can heal you is God. Nobody else can. No therapist, nobody. Nobody, okay? So, thank you for being here. I hope this was delightful for you. I really hope that this influenced you and encouraged you to continue your prayers, to continue, like, it's okay to protect your energy, create boundaries for certain people, especially those who are gaslighting and victimizing and being a victim right now and acting like as if they are, you know, they are the one wounded and stuff like that. But it's like, Wounded about what? That you didn't do anything? That you were silent? Also that you were siding with us? That you posted about Israel but you didn't post about Palestine? Please tell me that that was not just me assuming that you're fucking racist. Right? No? I'm not assuming? Am I assuming? Maybe I'm assuming. I'm going to think about that I'm assuming. And I will forgive you. Right? Now, can you go do something about it though? Oh no, you're not going to do it. You're still going to do your shitty ass stuff to continue feed the ego of all these people that need healing instead. No, you're just going to perform. You're performing for people who are already healed, who are people just like-minded, just like you, right? They look like you, they act like you, right? So you're going to do this, continue even through genocide, even through murder that's happening, even through all these horrible things that's happening in Yemen, Congo, Sudan, all this, right? We're just going to continue going, right? Yeah, no. I will never forget. I'm not going to forget. And I'm so sorry if I have. And I don't know where. How did I got lost somewhere? Or where? I guess I had to go somewhere and then come back. I don't know. But yeah. It's like things are more clear now. It's more I can see clear when all the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. It's gonna be right, a sunny day. Yes, hi. Yeah, he gets like that when I need protection. Or there's just energy. But listen, do the right thing. Be on the right side of history. It's not about this and that because there's a mixture of everything. Right now, the people who help us a lot is... I'm not going to just saying that it's... Well, a lot of y'all think that the Jewish people are agreeing with this. They're not, okay? Especially those who are anti-Zionists, okay? They are the ones who come forward and express themselves and explain themselves and educate me because I wasn't obviously educated very much. But then now they're saying like how they feel this shame and guilt because their country, their own land, but it's not even their land, so they know this already, are doing this to people who are innocent and children, and they're not okay with this, because they know what that felt like when they were in that situation. So especially those who have healed from the Holocaust energy, or they're the children of their parents who were there, and then they have decided to cut they have their own generational curse to cut through, to go through. So, and most of these people that I talk to now, they have this energy where they actually pick up the Bible, or they interact with Yeshua. They call it Yeshua. They believe in Yeshua. They start because they're having encounters themselves. And them now, they're like, wait, but we live in a community. We're in a community where people don't really want to talk about Jesus. They don't want. They want to kill that. It's like So that also gave me ammunition. I was like, yeah, even their own people, they don't believe this shit because it's not even like it's not for real. Like, your intuition has to be completely shut off and your heart has to be completely shut off and you have no soul to not fucking care about this. Like, how? What? No, I can't. And that's something that I'm just like, okay, I'm just let you be where you need to be, and we're gonna be with the people and help as much as we can. Okay. Another thing, yes, protect your energy in terms of when you interact with people who don't really see eye to eye with you, or they're not in the same page as you. Like, just keep your distance and don't just let them be. They're going to have their own spiritual awakening, or their own ego death, or their own ego death in the sense of spiritual, okay? I don't know what their fate is, especially whatever they have done in this past life or whatever they've chosen. Everybody, their choices is what dictates who they are, who they're going to become, or who they're not going to become. It's not that hard. It's very simple. But I think we should all hold each other accountable and responsible when we make mistakes, but also like Nobody's perfect, right? So that's why we can't really judge too much other people or what they do or what don't I do, because we are not perfect, but also only God can judge other people, so that's not up to us. But then again, also he will use you to call judgment on another person, that's for sure. And when that happens, you really wait for the sermon so that he can really confirm it with you, what exactly you need to be, you know what I'm saying? All this of you, you're impulsive, make sure that you're working on that, okay? Because I was gonna say something else. Where is it? Yeah, so this is spiritual war. So again, when you're in spiritual warfare, it's better to be connected to God, because he can tell you when is a good time to fast, when is a good time to, who you should talk to, who you should not, who you should interact, what you should do, what is this, plan your day with God, and everything is going to be much easier, much clearer. And also that helps you, that gives you the extra stamina that you need to actually do the work, that stand out for others, but also do your own healing. Because it is possible. Most of us, that's what we did. That's what we've been doing for months, for years. And now, when we needed the people to be there, when we did all this work, and then now it's like they didn't show up. So these are people who pretended that they were doing this work. It's just, because again, it makes sense. This, you have to build stamina, you have to build that oil from Christ. Yeah. So this is why not everybody is courageous enough or brave enough to do this work, is because they haven't filled up their own cup with Christ. Only Christ can give you this type of strength. You know what I'm saying? This type of brave, this type of resilience, this type of, survival skills about what's going on. And I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about them. They have that cup. They always had it. Right now, they're splitting it out, sharing it with everybody to save their lives. For us to help them save their lives. They're stuck. We can't just leave them just like that. That is not humane. That is not Christ-like. And if you actually think that's true, you don't know God then. Don't say that you know God if you're okay with this shit. That's a disgrace. That's blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Spirit. That's idolatry. I know you're putting it that back, because that's how they've been calling me. I'm an adulteress. I do an adultery with the tarot and oracle and all that, blah, blah, blah. And look at you now. When you need to show up your faith, to show up who you really are, you just have the religious spirit, and you are greedy and selfish as fuck, and you have probably multiple demons pretending to be a prophet, a priestess, or whatever you call you people these days. I don't know, man. Everyone is just strange. I don't know. A lot of people's mask is coming off, and I'm just glad my mask is being always off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad. I'm God, you told me this 7-8 years ago. Not even, if it's not my child, if my mom raised me like this, always keep your mask off. And I'm not talking about the COVID one. That one you have to wear when you have it, okay? But not even. That shit is fucking bogus now. Anyways. Yeah. So now when it's time for us to show up for real, to be real authentic, to be with integrity and authenticity, and to show up and do the work, and you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people show up. Not a lot of people. No. And that's sad. I feel this is why it breaks my heart, because it's damn, we cannot fail them. We cannot fail them. That's not in God's curriculum. That's not in God's book, I know it. We know it. I know the Palestinians know it. I know the Yemen people know it. I know it. And you know how God is, right? But it's something about a different lesson here. And it's something, yes, it's about death. It's about grief and mourning, but also about to see the truth through the lies, which most of you are. So most of these people already have that decolonization said and done. So this is why whoever laughs laughs better, right? And I'm just gonna leave it like that because you guys already know what I mean, right, about that. So for some of these people, they think their karma is gonna be something that they can endure or they can survive. I don't think so. 12:12 on the clock over here. I don't think so. My beautiful people, as a last message of this year, of this season, I think we're in season 3 on this podcast. So I guess on the next episode, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there will be a message in between this month, I don't know. But I know the episode 80, he said it was season 4, okay? So wink wink, just told you what's up. So we're gonna read Earth Warrior Oracle just to close this message, just to encourage you guys to pray for Palestine, to protect our journalists, to keep them covered, to keep them protected, to keep the people from Palestine, but also in Yemen, okay, Sudan and Congo, okay, Puerto Rico, Hawaii, Afghanistan. There's the Igor. There's a lot, guys. Like, we have to, it's time. We need to build better systems, right? And we know what that is. We know circular economy works. We know equity works. We know sustainability works. We just have to get their shit together, get our ass and our egos together, and get together and build this. All right, so we got the card over here, and it's 222, Ingo Niyama, honor of the ancient king. Oh my God, it's a beautiful lion. Wow. And at the bottom of the deck, we have 18, Contour Yashak. Blessing from the son of Hana Pacha. Okay, so this is strength energy. This is maybe Leo energy. Doesn't have to be, but I feel like the king, like honor of the ancient king. Yeah, so a lot of us, we're dealing with like really ancient stuff, okay? And we think we know everything, or we think we got it. We think like that's what happened with the spiritual ego, man. Like, that's why you have to keep that shit in check. Like, a lot of y'all, you think you know everything. Even myself, like, yo, man, you don't know everything. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know everything. Because you're prone to make mistakes, but come back and point that out and say, like, okay, this is not right, and this is, and then start fixing from there. Start taking action from there. Like, a lot of you don't know how to, like, after you apologize or you do a wrongdoing or do it, like, just fix it. Like, that's it. Okay, 22. So a lot of you have been seeing 222 a lot, okay? But it says, the ancient king of the Zulu brings you an empowering message. You are destined to know and experience what it is to be truly empowered. Yes. Your voice, your courage, your wisdom, and your dignity can create considerable spiritual light, uplifting and inspiring others, guiding them from a place of spiritual truth towards the fulfillment of their own divine potential. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So yeah, someone with this type of energy, you definitely, you're a powerhouse, you're like a, absolutely. A lot of people, definitely talking to chosen here, but everybody's chosen, but not everybody is, a lot of people are called, that's for sure, okay? But not everybody's chosen, okay? And I don't know how to stress this enough, that chosen they do not have same lifestyle or karmic lessons as ordinary people. And I'm not trying to degrade you, I'm not trying to exclude you, okay? You all have a divine purpose too. You all have your high level soulmate purpose too. This is why you should focus on that energy, right? And understand it. But other people in the chosen, or the 4400,000, God has specific message for them and energy, because I spoke about this in other podcasts. If this is too high vibration, go a little bit back, you will understand. But he chose them because they are the ones who can hold the energy, his energy. His energy is too large. It's too an angelic realm and spiritual realm. Are you kidding me? So these people are designed, like they can't help it. Their DNA makeup is to hold this type of energy, to hold this type of karma. By the way, they have their own karmic lessons that they come from other lifetimes. So that also is heavy, right? And on top of that, they are the ones who have the worst the worst childhood, okay? Again, to reduce their karmic debt they already brought from other lifetimes, okay? But also to pay them in their lifetime, right? To do the right thing. And that's what we're saying. Karmic cycles are just lessons. You're not meant to stay there, okay? But some people do stay and they die and they pass away like that, and God brings them back here. Glory be to God. Jesus, what have you done to us? In a good way. He did this for us so we can pay this karmic debt. He was the first to reach Christ consciousness ascension. You guys all need to tap into his Yeshua's energy. He will teach you a lot. He's the best teacher. All the teachings, you're gonna learn it deeper and deeper, more than in the book. Some of you are part of the book, of a different book that he might want to write. You don't know. Don't put God in a box. That was the book that it was used for other generations that needed it for that time. Now we'll be using the same book, reading the same thing over and over, and like, okay, we learned the lesson, let's continue. That's what he does. He moves on. He does other things. He creates other things. He's a creator. That's what he loves to do. All of us, we are creators, right? Don't dim your light for nobody. You have that light because he gave it to you. Use it wisely and use it for the right things, because when you use it for the wrong things and then you mention his name on top of it all and then you lie, ay, mamma mia, I'm just saying. Now it says, if you have been doubting yourself or feeling unworthy of the boldness of your vision, you must allow your spirit to roar. Rawr. For you shall conquer all obstacles and succeed in your heart's desire. Okay. So what I'm getting with this is like someone's threatened by your courage. You're very, very courageous, very brave. You guys should read that book, Conscious, I think it's Courageous Creativity, or I'll have to find it. When I find it, I'll put it in the description below, okay? I love that book. Oh my God. When I read it, I feel so good. It's like so understood. And it was from a guy who used to work in a circus. I think it's Cirque du Soleil. I think it was Cirque du Soleil. I think you really like him because, it's really bothering me now. What's the name of this book? Wait 1 second, guys. Alright, so I finally found it. It's called The Creative Courage, okay? By Welby Altidore. It's a very, very cool book, okay? Just read it. It's going to like change everything, especially if you consider yourself a content creator. I just find that the way that he represents, or the lesson is like you have to read his book with like more intention, but also like more understanding. And I find that it's very interesting, okay? Another thing, guys, if you want to get more knowledgeable about decolonization, more knowledgeable about, how to start this work, how to do the inner work and education and stuff. And I'm noticing too, like in my IG, it's like kind of like my Instagram is kind of like a educational, like it has been like all my journey as well. And I'm like, oh wow, like like he's taking me back. So it was just interesting that it really is not about how much you've accumulated, how much you materialistic. I think he means by how many souls have you saved. Yeah, your work has to mean something, not only just for you, for God, but also to help someone somewhere, okay? So how are you influencing during this time? Are you influencing people to do good things, to do the right thing? Or are you influencing people just to follow the same paradigm, the same colonial, materialistic, and consumerist thing because it's comfortable for you, because it benefits you, but it does not benefit another person, okay? It doesn't benefit another someone, you know, and we're trying to build a place where everyone is equal, where everyone can benefit from, you know what I'm saying? Where there's fairness, there's just, right? There's justice. So, yeah. Don't allow people to make you feel some type of way, especially when you're speaking some type of truth, when you did your homework, when you have discernment, you able to educate yourself. So go check out, guys, Bookshop, okay? When you go into writersif.com, there's a section called Bookshop, okay? That actually helps people, librarians in the US. So whenever you purchase through Bookshop, it goes automatically to any of their libraries, okay, or any of your local library, wherever you're buying it, okay? So that's actually, if you buy it from the USA, you're helping your own community that way as well, and also you're educating yourself. Ta-da! So there's a list there of books that I've read, but most of these books, pretty much all of them, I've read them already. So go through them, okay? It's going to help you a lot, okay? You're going to see things differently, okay? And be okay with that. Be okay with the unknown. Be okay with change and with shifting. It's a good thing, okay? All right. I'm going to read this to you, but I'm going to take a little break because I need to drink some water. How nice that I can actually get up and just drink water while other people are, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of you, but you're not there, so it's okay. It's not like, no, it does not make it okay. I've been doing like a hunger fasting, is that how you say? Or like not eating for certain periods of time, or water, and I cannot do it for longer than maybe 3 days. After 3 days, it's just, I can. So I cannot. That type of strength the Palestinian have, the Yemen people have, the Congo have, that's God, like, for sure. And he's not okay, like, with all that they're doing to them. That's why he's basically really, yeah, I believe it 100%. And also, he's not okay with what's going on, what Israel is doing, okay? That's demonic everywhere, and you guys know it. Your heart knows, your intuition knows it. So stop repressing it, stop denying your intuition, okay? And let's get to work. You know, we have work to do. But also, you know, rest is productive. But also, you know, at this time, you know, all I want to do is like my usual thing. Like, I go to sleep with, you know, my prayers and pray for them, and you know. Yeah, this work is both. When you're a real spiritual G, it's both. You're working in the physical, you're working every possible way, and then in the spiritual realm, you're also fighting and working as well for the Most High. So for us, rest is really not like an option, really. But we also see why this type of strength is needed, and it's needed somewhere else in the spiritual sense when we're not able to be physically there, right? So only God can give us this type of energy. I'm telling you. I don't know what I'm running on, but I'm telling you, it has to be God. And these messages are his, because I don't need to be doing it. I can be doing all the things. I can be sleeping. That would be one of them, but I've been having a hard time sleeping. I don't know if you have, it's okay, you're not alone, okay? And if you've been having time to appreciate your own things, it's okay. You know, I feel like the energy of Palestine, it's not like, you know, they want to get out of this thing, of course, but also it's like, be happy for them while you send that energy to them. Like, be grateful that you're not, you know, that not only you're not a soldier, but be happy for the fact that you could be happy, you know. I don't know, it's hard to be happy during this time and grateful. I understand, like this Christmas, I don't feel like doing any Christmas thing, dinner, whatever. It's just fake. It's like, what? Buying stuff, pretending to be Santa, you know, confirmation. I don't know where that burp came from. But yeah, like, I don't know, for a lot of people, it's not as normal as usual, and it's not never going to be. And no matter how you sugarcoat it, no matter how many sales, how many this, how many that, how many holidays that come by, and how many blah, 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 we will never forget this. We will forgive only if the Palestinians and Yemen people and Congo people and Sudan decide to give us that grace. They decide to give them that grace, right? If not, then they're in their right. Indigenous communities asking for their land back, So they've been telling this for years, and now some of us understand. But hey, it's a blessing in disguise as well. If you're waking during this time, you're needed, okay? Your voice matters, your energy matters, okay? Stop caring so much what other people think. Who cares what they think? They're obviously not doing the right thing, but you want to do it. Follow your intuition. Save yourself. Okay? That for some of y'all that you're scared to do this because you're scared what people are going to think of you. Really? Really? And people are dying right now. Who cares? What? Stop it. That's so sad. So you stop your whole life, your whole entire dreams and goals and everything because you care what other people are thinking? They're living your life or you're living your life? You need to ask yourself that question. Whoever needs that reflection right now. I don't know where that came from, but you need to think about that. Are you living for those people this lifetime, or are you living your life for this lifetime? And that should make it very clear for you that you don't need those people if they don't agree with whatever it is that you want to do. Hopefully it's moral and has value and integrity, of course. And it's, all for love, No hate, because I'm not encouraging that here, okay? You're in the wrong channel for that. Also, that's the energy that Israel is using also. Like, we are encouraging hate by us defending Palestinians, by us asking them to see. Like, it's like a weird-ass, guiling, victimized energy. It's like a toddler when you tell them that they're doing something wrong and they get like, oh my God, no, it's not that. And they get rowdy and stuff like that. It's kind of like that. This is how these people are. They're childish as fuck. Anyways. It does feel like that sometimes and I'm not trying to make few people any type of way, like it's not my intention, but sometimes not having that maturity that comes from education and knowledge and wisdom, accessing that and having access to that, it does make us look foolish. It does make us do foolish things, and that's where we learn from mistakes. But if we continue doing the same thing over and over, that's a choice. That's your character, right? It's a choice. You chose to do that. You chose to remain silent during this time, right? Someone feels some type of way guilty because they chose to stay silent instead of helping someone or supporting someone. Make that your confirmation with my music turned into a commercial now. But yeah, there's this energy of someone like just regrets. Yeah, there's a lot of that energy, shame, guilt, mixed with all this crazy stuff. So yeah. Yeah. It's our own doing, I think these people have way getting away with it is because a lot of people are complicit and silent and making this an okay situation when it shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I will be right back. I'll read you the thing. I just need to take a little break. 1 sec. Oof la la. When God caught you gaslighting yourself. He's like, hold on a minute. You did not just move from you were in a different part of the war zone. because I was like, I don't know where I went. How did I get out of it? He's like, you were focusing on the heart. You were focusing on building the heart, the putting the truth out there in every level. And you're doing it through your gifts and your talents. So you had to do that for a little bit, but also you didn't let it go. You didn't let go of, because I didn't. It can never be forgotten. Once you start this colonization, you just cannot. You just can't. You can't ignore a situation. You can, and that's something that he let me know, that I did it in different ways, not as the usual of everybody, but it was different. Just like I'm doing this differently because he's guiding me to it. But I do some of the projection of the gaslight victimization, like the victim energy, or them feeling like the victim now after, a narcissistic energy, okay? I can't stand it, honestly. This is why, when I'm around it, or I feel I'm out, peace out. I just can't be around toxic people. And this is something that he has told me, that it's actually a blessing in disguise to have this type of discernment. And also, they see energy, obviously doesn't like it, that you see right through them, right? So some people change, they're able to do things differently. Some people don't, it's too late for them to change. They're too grown, or they've done too much, but all this of you is, I guess it's from childhood. You see, we're all still healing. We're all still I was literally gaslighting myself in my own podcast. But honestly, it's mental now. It's very chaotic energy. It's hard to even meditate. I don't know how these love and light people, and now they're gonna feel some type of way. I'm telling you, they're listening to this. If they're listening to it, their ego is gonna go over the roof. Oh my God, you see, I can do something you can. I'm okay, good for you. Go, yeah. But right now, my energy is needed somewhere else, just like it was needed in the spiritual community, to show people who are starting the spiritual community who is real, who's not. Now I'm breaking the chains of that. I almost got lost. Just staying with these people and doing the exact same thing everyone's doing. No, thank you. I'm going to help out here, and you good luck with your love and light and your retreats and your little colonial shit. Nah, I'm good. And also dealing with all these religious people, and and I thought it was mostly religious people, but it's my own spiritual community. What? I was like, wait, what? That was like, wait, but aren't they better? Don't they have more views? I don't understand. Why are they, it's so weird. Yes, when you know that you have people that have more going on, that shows that they have more going on in the external, okay? But they're rotten inside, obviously, and miserable, right? Because why would you want to attack people who are not even in your energy, not even in your, you feel some type of way about them. You feel jealousy and envy. You think that they're doing spell work on you and witchcraft. Really? Really? We don't have, real people, we don't have time for that. People who love themselves, who take care of themselves, that even through tribulation, even through adversity, we love ourselves. We want to, and I know that Palestinians want to take care of themselves. They want to have a nice shower. They want the same thing that we take advantage of, that we have the privilege. They want to do it too. Why can't they do it? Why? Because they're a different color than us? They live in a different culture, that they believe in different things. That is not our decision. That is not our right. We are trying to be God when we should not even even thinking about that is ridiculous. That is an addiction, A lot of people are addicted to power and hungry for that. No, thank you. I don't want none of that. If we're leading people, if we're influencing people, let's do it the right way, the conscious way, the heartfelt, unconditional way, the way that Christ, Yeshua, has been teaching us all along, if we're paying attention. Are you paying attention? Because if you're not, you need to. Because it's going to cost you. Because there is already going to cost these people. But it's going to cost a lot of people who thought they were almighty. Well, yeah. The dark world also has a higher ground as well. And it's not as beautiful and fun as you think it is. But good luck with that. Hello. All right. So last part of this message, the oracle real message of this is sorry guys, it's late and I am finally getting tired. But I don't know, I just wanted to make sure it's out there by the time, because I know everything, like time doesn't really exist in the spiritual realm, but God's timing, it's important. Depends on what type of creation you're doing or what type of work, but this is why you have to have this relationship. You have to build this. This is where for a lot of people, this channel, my channel, my YouTube, the podcast, the TikTok and all that is very triggering, because it's meant to heal certain aspect that they're not looking in their unconscious, that they need to make conscious, because that decisions that they make, it actually comes from trauma, unhealed wounds, unhealed childhood wounds, unhealed like a lot of situations, especially if people like usually are mingling with other people, like that's like when you understand in the spiritual realm for real, like the terminologies, the laws, there's laws in the spiritual realm just like there is here in the physical. So this is work that you have to do with someone who created it. So this is why it's more than faith, it's more than trust. Like, this is your life, okay? For some of y'all, again, it's not for everybody too, because chosen have other capable abilities in the spiritual realm. They're constantly being attacked while also they're trying to live a normal life with everybody else. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just a different type of strength. It's a different type of anointing, okay? And it's very rare, and this is why it's constantly being attacked. So that's why now that you know, whoever you are, just have that courage. Just know that it's there. You have access to it in your heart, in your core. And also you have that, literally that connection right there anytime you want. Anytime. It's just there. You just have to work on it. So a lot of y'all, you also have an issue with commitment, right? Commitment or change or some type of apathy, right? That is just making you, it's a blockage. These are blockages. This is why you have to do the colonization, because this knowledge that you're getting, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, share, subscribe. Yes, I'm being shadow banned. That's what I'm looking at. I'm like, God, what's going on? Like this morning, he was like, you're being shadow banned. But the way he said it, it was like, oh, like, when, I don't know, not everybody have good parenting hood, so I can't assume that everybody does. But when a dad is like worry about you, but also like you, like something happened to you that you're just like, you're not okay with, right? But you also know that you're like innocent, like you're just not really, you don't know, like you don't know what's going on. You're just doing his work, right? And it's triggering a lot of people. It's dismantling their delusions, their illusions, their acceptance of murdering, and also like how fake they are. Like there's some people, like they say they're for this and that and that, and then Again, I don't want to judge people. I'm not here for that. I don't want to. I just want you to use your discernment. And yes, you're going to go to conviction, okay? Everybody goes through conviction, and in different ways as well, depending of a lot of things, okay? So this is why spiritual knowledge and the real energy, the real spiritual gangster stuff. The spiritual gangster stuff, you have to fucking, like, you have no fear, man. Like, you just trust God, you have faith in him, and you believe in him completely. He's your dude, he's your guy, okay? Not external things, not social media, not Google, none of that, no. Now, for the physical real realm, we have to understand that the shift is changing. The Gen Z, the generation, right now, the younger ones are into social media. So this is for the older people who don't really, they think that, oh, social media is just like, okay, no, let me remind you that that is the generation that grew up like this, and this is how they're able to express themselves. So excuse me that they are not just your typical, let me fake it until I make it, or let me hustle until I fucking die, or let me not, believe in God and all that BS, or crystals and tarot and all that, but, divination and tarot and blah, 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 but not really doing the shadow work and inner work. I told you guys, when you do tarot, and you have to do the colonization. I explained this from the beginning, specifically if you go to my beginning YouTube channel, beginning picture readings, I told you, you can't fake this energy. You have to have some type of mastery in terms to be able to use the right divinity and frequency of tarot. Not everybody can be doing this. You have to hold a type of frequency that can hold the energy. If not, you're just going to feed other people's egos, delusion, and probably mental health too. Sorry. This is why for a lot of people, they have to say that this is for entertaining purposes, right? Or this is because somehow, somewhere, someone have taken tarot to the T and then has believed that all the videos are for them and then has decided to take action, right? Yeah. But that's ridiculous. Everybody should be responsible of their own discernment, their own energy. We have no control of what you're doing with your life after you receive messages. That is like bogus to me. The same thing is bogus to me and kind of ridiculous that they are attacking journalists, press. Like, you cannot do that. That is also another type of war crime as well, that we're just like, oh no, they're just giving us the videos and we're sharing it, and that's awesome, like amplify their voices. But these people are journalists, and they're showing us through video that they're being attacked, right? Their families being attacked. Like, how much truth do you guys actually need? How much proof do you need? Because that's enough proof. I think right now at this point, I feel like there's some weird ass energy that we pick up in the readings, and I am scared to show it. I'm not scared to show it. It's not scared. It's just that I know that these people, but then again, I'm shadow banned already, so might as well, right? I don't know. Like, it's an energy where there's people who are seeing this type of content of Palestinians and stuff like that as if it's a form of entertainment. They think this is funny. This is a bunch of fucking disgusting racist people. So this is why I don't like to read the energy. So I was like, why am I reading this energy? So this is why when stuff like this comes in, you have to be able to discern, and you have to be able to go through it. There's a feeling, there's an energy. So for us, some of us alchemists and readers, real ones, the healers, when we get this energy, you have to be in private with God. You can't be on camera. Are you kidding me? You have to heal that with you and God and your energy. You're created for that, to help in the spiritual realm. So you see, this is so sad that all of us, we don't have this knowledge, we don't have this power, we don't have this type of, and I guess now he decides to reveal it when I'm shadow banned. Like, I see it, there's not a lot of people watching. They're completely repressing content right now. So thank you so much, guys, for following here. I saw that we have new followers. Hello.
Thank you so much for supporting here on Spotify, and all the platforms as well. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, this work is crazy. Okay. Anyways, I'm so tired, but I want to finish my promise. Okay. Again, my strength is from the Most High. Glory be to God. And I do not recommend this to work. I feel like I was that byproduct of that hustle culture that I'm trying to break right now. Okay. I don't want it. I don't like it. But I can't help it because I cannot not sleep. So it's like other people are suffering, and yeah, they're not able to sleep. They're like, we feel it. It's an energy. It's felt. So it's not like I don't know. It's weird where people are saying that this is AI or this is made up or something like that. Like, I read the energy too. It's very real. You guys are just privileged and selfish as fuck, and you just can't wait until the content is, so the trend is done, right? But this is not a trend. This is an emergency. Are you kidding me? This is the same reaction that people will do when we talk about climate change and situations like this. This is how the reaction is: silence. And again, I'm like, oh God, I'm going through this heartbreak again. Like, I went through this when I was going ham on my climate activism. Like, I was going deep and with everything, and it's disappointing, people really do disappoint you. And but then again, that's up to me to decide how long will I entertain that situation, right? Or how long will I just start healing and working on myself and just not allowing that ever to happen again, right? Or even if it does, that's just a lesson that you just have to keep on learning until you get it where you need to be. I don't know. We're not perfect. That's the whole point. The mistakes that you do is to learn. This is Earth School. We all fail in some way, some form, in something. And it depends what you do with it that matters. Nothing else matters. It's just what you do afterwards. How do you hold yourself accountable and responsible? Be vulnerable, right? Be authentic. This is why, I don't have a script. I never do on my podcast. I just go with whatever God, Holy Spirit wants me to go. And right now, He's putting that in my heart that a lot of you, is better to be authentic than fake, okay? Because it comes with a higher price. Now these people are going to be looked at it's just why? And also the trust is gone. So it's just, yeah. A lot of you collective, there's someone energy trying to find any type of way to self-sabotage, but also are attracted to you. So some of you, I'm speaking with single people. I don't know what this energy is coming up. I guess, God, it's just what it is. He's still gonna fulfill His work no matter what. So it's an energy of someone completely in awe of someone, but they don't know how to express themselves. So yeah, I don't know. This is someone that might have done something that, honestly, if anybody would have done this, you would have just throw them in the curb. But I think there's a soul contract here, and if you don't know what that means, you should look it up. I feel like this person has looked it up. I'm seeing Google in my third eye, and other pages. Again, I'm seeing what God shows me. I don't know. So yeah, this person, their energy also. So this is why it's like a frequency, right? So we readers, healers, seers, okay, we see it like waves, okay? They're like waves or codes, and this is why it's hard to explain, because it's like a light energy. not everybody carries this. It's not possible, okay? Maybe it is, I don't know, but I know that I'm expressing my testimony of what I'm experiencing, but also what other people are experiencing, but also like at the same time to inspire, influence for you to do your own work, your own thing as well, right? Not like saying like, but just do your own thing, your own way, right? That's what we're here for, to inspire each other, to learn from each other, to respect each other, to have integrity, and honesty is much better, less karma carrying, okay? Because remember, you already come with karmic debt from other lifetimes. So not having the knowledge of this is really sad, because the system knows this. And they do this on purpose, because they also fucking take energy and money from you in the spiritual realm. That's fucked up. This place is fucked up. Yeah, that's what it is. So you have to be, if you know that you have a good heart, have integrity, and you're honest and loyal, whatever, then, I mean, you don't need to prove to anybody. You need to prove to God, and then that's it, right? But I feel like there's someone stopping their life, their whole life, because of fear. It's really not good. Fear sucks. And again, fear is not of God. So whoever is resonating with this, one, if your person is like, connected to the Most High, then you're contradicting the frequency of that person or God's fulfillment purpose for your life. So avoiding this type of work is what causes a lot of people kind of, and right now is a collective calling. It's not like, oh, I'm just gonna do my own thing because, oh no, this is more important. No, we have bigger problems than your fucking brand, dude, than your fucking whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is where we at now. Like, we are tired, but we're still gonna continue. Like, it's been 2 months of intense, like, I don't know if you guys notice, like, my readings are changing, my channels are changing, the messages are changing, and I'm just going with it. But also it's very difficult in the background. Like, this is heavy work. Like, I don't know how many times I've been crying and like deep, and I know that I should be talking to someone. I talk with people sometimes, but I don't want to put that on them. It's heavy. It's a heavy energy, right? But also I don't want to put it on you, which is also understanding that this work is deeper and more important alone in your own energy, or with other community as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I love that it's just for me. I'm more used to alone, right? Yeah, just what it is. All right, so in the reading, well, I feel, why did I just jump from the reading to there? So that was it. That was the message. Wow. But yeah, so just, I feel like you should listen to this person, whoever this is. Or this person should communicate. Like, I don't know. It's just this energy lingers with this energy. So yeah, it's just maybe this person could be watching too much. I don't know. I mean, right now it's not too much, especially if you're focused on humanitarian work and stuff like that. That is voluntary work. It's not paid, obviously, right? So this is why I'm saying there's a message now on YouTube that he guided me. It's called that you don't what you lose in the physical, you regain in the spiritual realm, like a lot more, right? Which is like also discernment, protection. At least for me, I like the energy of, having discernment. I think it's good because a lot of people lie, a lot of people are confusing, a lot of people are, doing things to get by, and it's very just not human-like, honestly, or it's not Christian-like, whatever. It's not about religion. It's not about culture. It's not about none of that. We're forgetting the point of having, the existence here. Okay. If you don't know what that is, this is why it's good to talk to God. And I know if you didn't get raised like that, or you didn't raise with that knowledge, that's okay. There's lots of books. There's lots of YouTube. There's a lot of YouTube videos, and there's a lot of podcast episodes that they're timeless. Okay. Yeah, and blogs as well. Medium, writerscap.com, or my own writerscap.com website. Okay, but start somewhere. For real. Yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like a teacher like telling someone that didn't do their homework, like, why didn't you do your homework? Why aren't you doing your homework? Why? You need to ask this question. This is the time to reflect. This is the whole point of December. This is birthday. Hello. He's all about love. He wants to fulfill a lot of people's wishes as well and promises. So he's doing the work. He's working in the background. But I'm hearing patience. Just be patient. Don't lose hope and faith and trust. That's the whole point of the enemy is trying to do, okay? Don't lose that. This is the test as well. We all getting the same test, okay? Just make sure you're passing the test, okay? And yes, I'm giving you the answers. Why not, man? I think you will be fine. Just listen to your intuition. That's really it. God is fair and merciful, and he would love to give you the answers, okay? So please, especially when you have a good heart, when you're a good person, you're not really doing shitty stuff to any people. You're not even thinking bad about people. You're just minding your own, like, you're happy on your own life, and then you have people like just mad and upset about that. It's like, that's their energy, that's not yours. So make sure that you are creating that boundary now if you haven't done it, okay, people pleaser. Yes, okay. And I tend to do that a lot. I tend to give people all the advices that I need to be hearing myself. Isn't that interesting? When that happens to you, let me know, okay? It's just an interesting energy. I was like multiple times in a day? Oh. And I'm like, okay. Like, for example, today with the calling of the representative, and I should be doing this all the time. That's crazy. I don't have time, but I'm going to make the time, okay, whenever I can. It's just that today was very interesting. One of the representative was very, just like, the silence was very loud and kind of like upset. Like, they wanted to say something, but they didn't want to. And then the other one's just leaving messages they don't answer. And either way, I still send it, and then the emails and no answer, but it's just like, okay, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like, you're telling them the truth and they're not doing anything, and it's like really, really, it feels like a movie, like, it's like, what kind of movie is this? Like, when did I sign up for this movie? What? I didn't sign up for this. This is not what I signed up for. Right? Like, a lot of you're like, wait, this is actually happening? We're actually allowing this? You can't. We can't. We cannot. Do you understand? Yes, I think we are making it very clear. Please, if you feel like sharing, please do. Okay? It will be gladly appreciated. I would love to other people know this. Okay? Share with other people. Share other content as well. Check out my reposts. Check out the playlist in my YouTube channel. Reposts on TikTok and on my Instagram as well. Okay. It's just educational things that I've learned, and I just put it out there because I was like, oh, I can help someone, deal with whatever, and then they can see it and like feel better. And yeah. So don't limit yourself, and also use social media wisely, okay? Yes, it could be addictive. Yes, it could be all whatever, but it can be very impactful. It can be very good for like, it's good for us who are trying to speak the truth and connect at the same time and make sure that we are safe. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, like, these people are rowdy and they are vicious, okay? And we need to be smart. Right now, I feel like I'm not being smart because obviously they'll listen or whatever. But it has to be said, like, and I'm hearing someone that they think that I'm too important or that I think I'm too much. If I'm too much for you, please go find less. Please go find less. And if you have found less and that wasn't satisfactory, then continue finding less. Maybe it's a little less, right? You do not have to listen. You do not. You just can move on with your life, right? I know a lot of people get scared, like, oh, how did you know? When you've been nurturing your intuition for a very long time, it gets to a point that, yes, even myself, it gets a little scary. I'm like, whoa, what? How did I know that? Wait, how did I? Yeah, that's when you let yourself surrender and you give yourself to Joshua Christ, and he comes in whenever he wants and he just tells you what's going on. But it's not as people think it is. It's more like an angel, or angels, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, when he's busy, when he's really, like, right now during this time, okay, is mostly angels, right? So you have to understand that there's a counterfeit angels and there's or archangels, the ones who protect us, the ones that we already know the names: Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Ezekiel, all of those archangels, okay? If you want to look it up, you can really talk to them and because you just can. They're there for us. But there's demonic angels, right? The fallen ones. So you have to make sure that you learn how to use discernment. And how do you do this? Is by listening to God. He is our teacher. So how do you listen to God? You listen to the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is an extension of Him that came from the Son and the Holy Spirit. They're all the same, but the 3 in 1, if that makes sense. So when you can hear God, then connect to the Holy Spirit, right? When you can hear, and then sometimes the Holy Spirit will tell you, well, he's busy now, just be patient, right? So just be that. Like, some people, when they hear that, they think like, oh, it doesn't listen, or it has to be now, or you're impatient, right? You're not patient about it. You're not humble about it. You're not, you're just, what can I get from this? I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? So be careful that it's not the counterfeit, because I feel like that's what most people think, that because they think that they have been able to bypass the colonization, that they're exempt from the religious spirit being in them. But actually the religious spirit is in them, but it has changed to a different form. It's masquerading itself. It's fucking crazy. Which is, some people will understand, others won't. But this is why a lot of us, we thought, we're like, oh wait, that's the counterfeit? Oh. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's just like, oh shit. Or it's just, a lot of things get revealed to us, and then we really understand. We're like, oh shoot, like, it's really that spiritual, huh? Like, is that deep? And like, how can I learn this? How can I see deeper, right? So if you have been doing that, that's good. Like, that's you opening your eyes and your spiritual eyes, right? What they've been telling you about, like, the chakras and stuff like that, like, no, like, cleanse your chakra. Ask Archangel Metatron to cleanse it for you. He does it, and then he keeps records of it. Yeah, and God sees it, like, okay, and then you just make things easier. Like, your vessel is cleaner, your energy is cleaner, and so is the enemy that doesn't want you to be clean. It wants you to be doing sin things, and it wants you to be destroying yourself and killing yourself and delaying and blah, 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 right? Because that's what it's here for. Like a loser. It's a loser spirit. And those who side with that, like, you're a loser. Yeah, I said it. Because obviously that will never work. That stuff will never work. Hate will never, it's just not. Love always wins. Always. Okay? So, that's for someone. All right, last part. This oracle indicates awakening and the healing and strengthening of divine masculine energy within the soul to take the initiative. And to lead with wisdom. Healing healing of masculinity is relevant at both physical and psychological levels. To love and make peace with the masculine allows it to become dynamic and expressive of integrity, purpose, justice, and protection. Yes, okay. Acknowledge your own power. Do not play small. Yum. Conserve your energy. Get plenty of rest. Okay, yeah, that's for a lot of y'all, huh? That was definitely, see, that's what convention feel like. It isn't different form, but when you're in your joy and your peace and stuff, and even when you're going through stuff, like he will make things like this. But conviction is conviction. It's like he tells you to do something, be obedient, okay? But stuff like this, like you feel like you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he knows. But when the time is right, let your souls roar and your true voice be heard without hesitation or fear. Okay, no fear. Yes. Rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Amen. No fear. Yes. Let it go. You are a protector and a leader of others. Allow your spiritual connection to awaken your courage and boldness. Refuse to be put down. Refuse to be put down. That's for someone. Refuse to be put down. Trust in the why can my words? Trust in the dignity and divinity within, okay? So someone didn't have a lot of dignity and lost their divinity for sure. So that's why someone's found, or they found themselves, or God has found them, or something like that. Okay. But the energy is like they didn't believe in you in the past. Yeah. The strength is that they did something that you will consider is kind of like a coward energy. So expect that. I don't know what that is. Some of you, you'll know. Those who will be seeing maybe the 222 energy. And you consider yourself an earth warrior, or this person is an earth warrior, or you both are. But it's interesting that their energy always comes up. So this is why it's interesting. I was going to do it in a video, but then it came up again while I'm channeling and I'm doing this podcast. So this person's energy is more like, I want your forgiveness. I regret what I did. Like there's a lot of excuses about their behavior. I don't know what they've done. There's something that it gives them anxiety for sure. So or depression for some, okay, or they've been dealing with this for a while, so that's why I can, if they have a mental health issue, then that's up to you to decide if you're okay with that. But I'm sure people don't really reject or neglect someone because of their mental health, but I feel like this person might also lie. They lie. So I feel like they're going to come with the truth, and you're going to be like, okay. So I don't know. What is it that you're going to be okay with? But not really okay. Because the okay is sounding sarcastic. And this is why this person is scared. They're scared that you're going to like cut them off, or you're going to like... they're already expecting this. Like this person is expecting that you're going to cut them off. Oh my God, this is so long. Oh wow. This person. Wow. Okay. So yeah, very powerful, especially because they got their divinity back and they're in their integrity. Integrity is a high frequency level energy and is one of the branches of justice and truth and clarity. So, so if this person is in this frequency, then he has reached my frequency, which means he or she, I don't know, but their energy is like, I want to come forward. What's with the commercial? Oh my God. See, that's my cue. Oh my God, that's my cue. That's it. Wow, this person is powerful. Okay. Have a beautiful night, guys, or week, or December. Happy New Year. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. What is it?